New day, new learning. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Enrico. New day, new learning.
Oh, yes. These days I was looking into a great technology that will make your React app faster by up to 70% with almost zero effort. And I was saying, okay, this is a joke. No, it's not. It's actually a reality. And this is called Million.js. It's a very short thing that I'm going to share with you today. And here is the thing. Let me share the screen. Wow, beautiful color. Okay. Make React app 70% faster. Wow, this is insane. So what is happening here? So this is Million.js, and it's an optimization for the compiler that transform basically your components into HTML. You know, we write a React component, and this at the end of the day, they are transforming to HTML, right? And this HTML is rendered somehow by the browser to show us web pages. Okay, very simple. So there is this process that is called reconciliation that it's doing a very simple thing. It looks at the previous snapshot and it looks at the next snapshot. And this is influenced by the re-rendering of React. So whenever there is a new snapshot, it does a simple comparison. So you can think about it as a diff in Git. So it look at the previous HTML, it look at the next HTML, it found the difference and it says, okay, this has changed. I'm going to process a render. The issue with the native React compiler is that this operation is run for all the HTML that you have. So the more component you have, the more this process become expensive. And what Million.js is doing is just it's narrowing down the space in which it does the reconciliation. So instead of running it on the whole HTML, it runs it only on a portion of it, the portion that it's changing. If you want more detail about it, you can go and read their docs and try to understand. It is incredibly faster, and there is some benchmark that are amazing. They provide a link. You can look into that, and you are going to really see that these things make a hell of a difference. And the best part of Million.js is that to install it and configure it, you just run one line. You install it, and that's the end of your day. So there is very few to zero reason for you to not integrate this into your project. I wanted to share this. I've seen it. I've tried. It works amazing. It's really making a difference, especially on our app that is big. And I wanted to share this with our audience because I think it's a very valuable tool and a cheap solution to make your app faster. So do you want to do some faster rendering? Use Million.js. Short and sweet. How do you like it?
Wow. Amazing. I have a lot of questions. First of all, what about SSR rendering, using this with tools like Remix or maybe with Next or stuff like this? Could you also combine this, or is it like only for SPA application?
From my understanding, this can work also with SSR, but it's not the place where it is optimized. So there might be a hydration mismatch. So it's a topic that needs to be taken a bit more with, a grain of salt. So for SPA, this is great. For SSR, it might not be the best choice, and this needs for
yes, still it's a wonderful tool. For example, whenever you are creating like a proof of concept or very simple app, sometimes we have this application which are only to be like a presentation of something or like one page view for the company or whatever, like short portfolios, and then this looks like a super tool for that. But still I'm wondering, because React also doing something similar, right? Like some kind of reconciliation about what changes in your app, and it's not like every single time it analyzes the whole DOM tree or virtual DOM. It's rather like they are having this smart manipulation and smart observation about the branches in the tree to only refresh whatever is needed. So I'm still curious how it is better and how it's working like in details. I actually never heard about this, and I mean about the Million.js. I would like to learn more. If you can just explain me this out of your heads. please. If not, I will just
I
learn.
can't. I don't know the exact detail. I've seen that this is used and it's fast and that it does the reconciliation in a much smarter way from how they kind of sell it. But I haven't got down into the detail to see exactly what is happening. I've read a little bit about in the documentation, but I don't feel I have enough knowledge to tell you the details. So, if you're interested into that, I invite you to look into their doc. It's very well written, and there are quite some details in there that can most likely give you what you're looking for.
I'm gonna do this.
I'm interested in the number, Maciej. It's 70% faster. I don't care about everything else, right?
That's true. Still, I believe it's probably like some kind of average because there are different use cases, and one time it could be like 15% faster, another time maybe even 90 or something, or another time you don't even see any difference, maybe. But at the same time, yeah, it's definitely worth trying. So why not?
Yeah,
it's like a ideal tool to have in your tool belt and use it from time to time whenever you have something like this. I mean, showing the first version of your application to the investor and already made it like 70% faster. Why not? I'm like with one line of code. Sure, worth considering.
Exactly, right? It's just installing a package, and then you can run some benchmark on your app and see if it really works. If it doesn't, you remove it, and it's the end of the day. And I totally agree with you. You saw the table before. It wasn't only green. There was some red. So on the benchmarking table. So it's not that this thing is only going to make your app faster. What I understood is that it needs to be an app with many components. The more components you have, the more effective this become. So I'm not sure if the very small app will really greatly benefit from it. But I felt like this is worth sharing. If you have never seen it or heard about it, it's worth a look and it's worth a try.
Yeah, well, when I mentioned small app, I believe tools like this are usually not designed for the big applications, like real applications when you have SSR, other stuff, because then you have other way to optimize this, and they are just too complicated to make a difference on this app. But at the same time, probably, as you said, not for like super simple app. But at the same time, it's a whole bunch of applications which are like in between when you have a lot of components just to show like this visual layer, whatever, and then maybe it's a good thing to optimize it. Let's try it. Thank you for
let me know
this.
what's your experience, and anyone else, if you have experienced this, let us know in the comments. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time.
See you.